Woohoo! Is it stop? Hey, we are in a snow week. Yeah, can't get any better.
Hello, welcome to Hawks Recap. Game 58 is over and done with, and because the hockey gods demand it, the Blackhawks lose tonight at home to the Anaheim Ducks by a score of 3-2. And because of that, the Blackhawks have now lost 8 straight games. The way I would describe this first period would probably be run and gun. It was a very open, very loose kind of game. Both teams kind of had chances, were able to kind of rush the puck. Both teams kind of turned the puck over a little bit that then created counterattacks for each team. Created some odd man rushes. Both Gibson and Forsberg in net made saves when they had to keep this game scoreless. I thought the Hawks played pretty darn well in this first period. They had crisp passes. They were great getting out of their zone. Had just tape-to-tape passes. Got out of their zone and into their rushes effectively, efficiently, and cleanly. It looked very good. It looked very nice. There were a lot of penalties in this first period, though. There were 5 penalties. So even though it was like run and gun and very open, it kind of got bogged down a little bit with the penalties. It was kind of weird in that sense. The Blackhawks did a really good job on one of their penalty kills where they actually drew a penalty themselves and then had control of the puck and wasted almost all of the Ducks power play there. Very good awareness by the Blackhawks. And then they got into the zone, got the extra attacker because Forsberg came out of the net, or they were basically 5-on-5. It wasn't necessarily an extra attacker. But it really spawned a great chance for the Hawks. Kane with a beautiful pass to Osterley, who was wide open on the back post, wide open net, and somehow missed the net from 1 foot out. I don't know how Patrick Kane really felt about that, because that should have been his 500th assist, and Osterley just straight up missed it. I mean, Osterley is a defenseman, I guess, for a reason, but it's insane because a couple games ago, Wingles basically did that exact same thing, and now here it happens again. It's like, how are the Hawks this bad at wide open nets? It's like their accuracy is at my level when playing hockey. It's atrocious. It's ridiculous. What do they have to do? And because of that, this game goes into the second period scoreless. However, that would change very early on in the second period. Not even 2 minutes in, the Blackhawks on the power play, and Duncan Keith rips a slap shot by Gibson from the point for his first goal of the season. We're only 58 games in, no big deal. Great net front presence by Wingles and Saad, and that's gotta feel good getting that first goal, getting that monkey off his back, and the Blackhawks take a 1-0 lead, and things are looking good. But as we've seen a lot lately, even though the Blackhawks have scored the first goal in a lot of games, they've really struggled keeping that lead. That wouldn't be the case in this game, well, at least not yet. 9 minutes into the second period, Brandon Saad off to the races. Odd man rush for the Blackhawks, 3-on-2. Saad gets it over to Hinostroza, who's the third forward in, so he's got space to roam. He does a great job holding on to that puck, kind of curling around, finds an open lane, passes back over to Saad, who is all alone on the back door, taps it in, and the Hawks have extended their lead. What is this? It is 2-0, and we are really feeling good now. 40 seconds later, that kind of turns around. The Blackhawks actually have a dominating shift. They're in the offensive zone. They're set up. They're passing the puck around, getting some shots. Puck comes back to Murphy, who is all alone at the point, so he can probably rip a slap shot. The puck bounces over his stick. Some bad puck luck there. He kind of falls down trying to reach back for it. And now the Ducks are on the break, 3-on-2. Puck gets to Ritchie, and he gets in and does a nice forehand backhand and roofs it over Forsberg. And the Ducks, just like that, have cut this lead in half. It's all right, though. It's all right. We still have a lead. Just a little bit bad puck luck. It's okay. Is it, though? A little under 8 minutes left to go in the second period. The Blackhawks with another dominating shift. Offensive zone time through the roof. They're cycling the puck. They're getting shots off. They're passing the puck around. The Ducks are absolutely dead tired, out of gas, hemmed in their own zone. Kempny has the puck at the point. He kind of throws it on net, but Adam Henrique intercepts it right before it gets to the goal. And because Case, who was going out to cover Kempny, at the point, was too tired to really turn around and get back into the zone. He finds himself in the neutral zone. Henrique gets him the puck, and of course, he has a breakaway now. Of course this would happen. He goes forehand, backhand, roofs it over Forsberg, and we are tied. Of course we're tied. Of course 2 dominating shifts by the Blackhawks turn into 2 goals for the Ducks. Of course that would be the case. Of course. Oh, and I forgot to mention, Kane also had a breakaway 5 minutes into the second period. It was actually a 2-on-0, but Boma kind of just let up and let Kane have it all by himself. And Gibson stopped Kane not only once, but twice. Of course. Of course. The best play of the second period would end up belonging to Ryan Hartman. Under 2 minutes to go in the frame, he lays a huge hit on Silverberg, who's cutting across the middle of the ice with his head down, and that is a big no-no. Hartman just lays shoulder onto shoulder into him. Big clean hit, and of course the Ducks then jump him. Manson comes in and jumps him. Cogliano jumps in as well and throws a punch. Kessler jumps him from behind and has him in the headlock for a little bit before then backing away because Manson had him grabbed up. Hartman's just backing away because he's like, I didn't do anything wrong. That was a clean hit. I don't want to fight. I don't want to get a penalty. Of course, the refs end up calling him for 2 minutes for roughing, which is atrocious. And then Manson gets 4 minutes for roughing, and that's it. Blackhawks get a 2-minute power play in a case that they should have at least had a 5-on-3 advantage. Cogliano threw a punch. He should have at least gotten 2 minutes for roughing. Kessler, is on the doorstep. But the thing is, it's been happening across the league, across the NHL for a couple of years now, where teams will just retaliate or jump players on the other team who make a big clean hit. And it's just annoying, and it's something that needs to get out of this league. And if you really want to get out of it, the team that jumps the player needs to get penalized severely. And this was a case and an opportunity for that to happen, and it didn't. And of course, DeBrincat got laid out by Lindholm earlier on into the second period, but the Blackhawks don't retaliate, which is great. It was a big clean hit. It was fine. And then, of course, in this case, they jump Hartman, and they barely get any penalty for it. This game would go into the third period tied at 2, and then 8.5 minutes into the third period, the Ducks dump the puck in, jumps over Forsberg's stick, and goes around. The Ducks are forechecking. They get the puck. They try to make a pass out to the slot, but they whiff on the pass, but the puck still makes it out to the slot. It's like a change-up that just fools everyone. It somehow still makes it out there, finds Henrique's stick, and he just backhand roofs it over Forsberg to take the 3-2 lead, because of course that would be the way they take a 3-2 lead. And of course they would score 3 unanswered goals, because of course. The Blackhawks would pull their goalie with about 2 minutes left in the game, and they would get the extra attacker on, and they would pretty much spend the entire 2 minutes in the Ducks zone, just cycling the puck, getting shots on the net, retrieving the puck. I mean, they had like a billion shots, and Gibson made a billion saves, basically. Saad had a fantastic shot. I still don't know how Gibson stuck his pad out and saved that one. But, yeah, Hawks outshoot the Ducks 16-4 in this third period, and of course, they don't score a goal, and of course, the Ducks win this game 3-2. At this point, I don't know what to say, because the Blackhawks were by far and away the better team, and they just couldn't find a way to get it done. If the Ducks keep playing this way, they're not making the playoffs. The Blackhawks, I don't know what they have to do. You tell me. Let me know in the comment section below, because I have no idea. This game actually reminds me of the first game I went to at the United Center. This was all the way back in 2010. And they played the Ducks in that game. Antiniemi was in net. The Blackhawks outshot the Ducks 44-12 in that game and lost 3-1. This game reminds me of that. It's like, okay. Oh, and one more thing. The refs were absolutely atrocious in this game. And I'm not blaming this loss on the refs. I won't ever do that. I don't think that's fair, really, in any case. But not only with the whole hit situation, but there were plenty of other instances where Patrick Kane was just absolutely furious with the refs. He was giving them an earful. There was one situation where the Blackhawks had like a 4-on-2 odd man rush, and they got called offside when the replay showed it wasn't offside. And you can't challenge that because, once it's blown dead, it's blown dead. I mean, that's a big chance that the Hawks just couldn't have. There were a lot of instances like that, and this was Wes McCauley reffing this game, or he was part of the crew, and he's considered one of, if not the best refs in the NHL. He was at the All-Star game for a reason. And, yeah, this game was not a showcase for the NHL refs, that's for sure. Up next, the Blackhawks play their 59th game, and they continue this 5-game homestand against the Washington Capitals. Yeah, that's probably going to be their 9th loss in a row. Looking forward to that. Thanks for watching this episode of Hawks Recap. I hope you enjoyed it, or at least I hope you enjoyed it more than the result of this game. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Like, share, subscribe. I always appreciate it if you do. But most importantly, as always, stay safe, make good decisions, and I'll see you next time.